Hello everybody, welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today we're going to be talking about the Shire. Well, kinda. Kithkin are the closest thing in Magic as we have to hobbits. So, haven't done a tribal Kithkin deck yet. Not that there's an excessive amount of Kithkin, but Brigid here seems like the one to do it. Even though she doesn't really encourage the tribal synergy, she does kind of, I mean, as far as legendary Kithkin, she's it. Of course, I guess I could have gone with archers, but want to do Kithkin. Archers needs to be like green white or, to actually flesh it out. Anyway, here we go. Obviously, the Kithkin or the hobbits are little guys, so they need a little help with the Honor the Pure, All the Triumph, and the Dictate of Heliod. Now, I'm on a white deck, so we're running things like Mass Calcify, Thunder Totem, Brave the Elements. Now, here's in case you don't draw your team pumps, we have a little bit of token making in the form of the Gold Medal Lookout. You can ditch your extra lands to turn them into tokens, and those tokens are soldiers. So as well are a lot of the Kithkin. So that kind of works too. More utility type stuff. To Return to Dust is just good solid removal, as is Disenchant. Pillar of Light. See, I'm trying to keep in spirit anyway of the Kithkin and or / Hobbit ideals here. I don't know if this is showing or not on y'all's screen, but let me X. Apparently I haven't updated. But tried to keep with the whole thing, and Congregate is something that hobbits do, as well as I remember correctly, so do Kithkin. Oblivion Ring and Crib Swap, obviously from the first Kithkin set. Mana Tithe is just good value, simply because people love good value. Most times, if people cast an X spell, they go all in on it. So they don't save the 1 mana because not a lot of people accept that there are, counter spells in this format. And sometimes it does upset me but it's funny. I've been put on tilt by counterspell, forbid, whatever, but I've never been put on tilt by a Mana Tithe. I always, it's like, good play, love it. Righteousness is a good, I didn't see that coming, I just killed your attacker you were confident that was bigger than my team card. Condemn, Holy Day, the Vow of Duty. Only board wipe I've got is, kill all the big things. So, besides the Mass Calcify, that's just, auto. But it does kill the big things. Coordinated to Barrage. Any of the white stuff says choose a creature I tried to include because, Sin's Enlistment. Now, this is amazing because it has a retrace. Yeah. Now, I'm running a normal amount of lands. It's, I say normal, 36, I believe. But after a certain point, I think Mass Calcifies are our highest CMC in the entire deck, and it's just a one of. I have no creatures over 5, so it's not like we're going to be needing them extra lands, so we can just keep pumping out them tokens as long as somebody doesn't pull any graveyard hate. We got the Surge. And we have Malicious Pride, which Malicious Pride can get out of hand quickly. Hallowed Moonlight's going to save you from those the miracle triggers for the angels, the any kind of token. Any kind of token. It actually, yeah, it doesn't say from hand. So if it just wasn't cast, any kind of graveyard recursion, it's pretty neat. This is, I'll admit, this is the first deck that I've ever actually put it in that I remember. I don't know. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But Patrician Scorn is, we do have some enchantments in the deck, but not enough to, because sometimes enchantment decks can get scary. 5 mana Tranquility or 0 mana Tranquility, you know, I'm here for that. Okie dokie. I guess the first thing here, let's the Amaro Scout searches up all the rebels, right? But since we're playing Tribal Kithkin, we don't have a whole lot of Kithkin rebels. So, only one that comes to mind is actually the Protection from Big Guys. You know, that's fine for 2 mana, but it also goes and gets a the Rebel Pacifism. So, that's kind of neat too, to be able to instant speed tutor this thing to play. Attack step in response. Okay, so let's get to our. I think I'm obligated first and foremost to show the very first Kithkin, Amro Kithkin. I believe she came out in Legends, if I'm not mistaken. This is the 4th edition printing, and it was just one card. We didn't know if Kithkin was her name, her like her last name, or if it was her. I mean, there wasn't a lot to flesh out the old sets back then. Legends was fleshed out by, it was the taken after the D&D characters and the D&D sessions that group had. So, hence the reason why there's so many legendary. But with Lorwyn, she got a trot. So, I'm not gonna like talk about every single one of these, but some, I mean, it's a whole lot of little bodies. Now, since Tactician's a good one, wow, the ability to just make your dudes bigger, yeah, to get a, you know, it's not like your extra blocks are gonna 2/2 for 1. We should just about always be able to reveal a Kithkin. Which, by the way, I think your commander should count for that stuff. 1 mana for a 1 mana tap. This is above the curve. It really is. Master Decoy saw tournament level play, so Gold Medal Harrier is strictly better. Well, Master Decoy was a 1/2, I believe. Burrington Forge Tender, we all know the power of this one. Gold Medal Dodger. We got the Patrol Signaler. It puts tokens on the untap. Now, to the newer players out there, we had one block, Shadowmoor Eventide, that dealt with, that gave us the untap symbol. It works a lot like the tap symbol, only in order to untap something, it actually has to be tapped. So you can't, if this is untapped, you can't like pay the 2 mana, untap it to get the token. It actually physically has to be tapped. So that's fine too. You know, I mean, most of the time you attack with it. As soon as you declare attackers, it taps. You spend the mana, untap it, and then you maze it or what to prevent combat damage. That's typically what we did. Not quite as famous as the Umbra Mantle. Y'all have seen me use the Umbra Mantle. It has an untap ability that's pretty disgusting on any creature that produces 4 mana or more. The Kithkin Zealot. Order of the Cricket. Cricket! Passes out flying, which I don't understand. Hey, Kithkin and Soldiers. So that's a significant chunk of our deck. Wise and Sins, the champion. Knight of the Metal Grain is our version of the White Knight, if you will, or... Well, it doesn't have protection. But outside of that, yeah. Kinsbale Skirmisher, Sins Heir. Oh, look! Oh, we got another Kithkin Rebel. I forgot about this guy. He has what is now called Intimidate. They used to call it Fear. That didn't quite work on other colors, you know, but it's all good. Order of the White Clay. Now, Order of the White Clay is pretty nice, too. The favorite way to tap your untapped creatures, or your untap ability creatures, is through things like Convoke, or tap 5 dudes to, you know, gain 10 life or whatever. But we're in Tribal Kithkin, so we don't have access to those. Ballynock Cohort, Zephyr, Springjack. Now, there's one of the good ones. It's going to tutor up probably your preeminent captain. Just guessing. I guess y'all can tell I've had these in mana cost piles. Plover Knights, nothing to be excited about there. Spell Duster. If you'll notice, most of these cards are Lorwyn block, or from the Lorwyn Mega block. Lorwyn Morningtide, Shadowmoor Eventide. Time Spiral had a few. But really need some more Kithkin, because we're playing not a whole lot of creatures, and we're playing with some subpar creatures. Now, and we're divided out on things like this. We've got Kithkin, you know, cards for Kithkin Soldiers. We've got cards for Kithkin Rebels. We've got cards for Kithkin Clerics. But it's all kind of fractured out a little bit. We need another set to have some Kithkin in it to kind of bring together some focus. And yeah, there's a lot of cards I could put in here. The Crusade, you know, all the stuff that helps a tribe. But bottom line, need more Kithkin. More playable Kithkin. Springjack Shepherd, Ballynock Trapper. Now, this is not bad. This is not bad at all. Tricksy Hobbits. Gale Powder Mage. You know, it's flying. Kinsbale Balloonist. The big boy. White Permanents. Not just Kithkin. All white permanents, so your enchantments can count too. And our last card is the Thoughtweft Trio. Now, 4 mana 5/5s are hardly ever bad, but Vigilance and First Strike, you got a champion of Kithkin, but oh well. Champion, actually, I like the champion ability in our format simply because it does at least save something from a board wipe. Because when they board wipe away your Thoughtweft Trio, you're going to get whatever you championed back. So, anyway, that's what I've got for Tribal Kithkin. Brigid, the hero of the Shire, pretty much. I do appreciate y'all watching. Y'all let me know what you think. Right now, we're going to shuffle and cut.